Welcome back. Right now we're going to talk about the celebrity nude photo scandal that's been sweeping the nation. Who wants to start?
Who wants to start?
I'll start. I know what's really going on Instagram right now. Like, that's really big where it started. And I think it's like a total invasion of their privacy. It's a little scary at the same time. It's very scary.
Now they're getting the photos from the iCloud. That's what I've heard. Yeah. So I don't know how they get the photos, but that's scary because we all might have stuff stored in our iClouds that we don't want to be out on the internet. So.
It makes you think twice about what you send and what you post.
Exactly, yes.
Well, I know recently Megan Good has been a victim, and Megan Good, you know, she's married to a pastor now, so now she just feels like it is definitely an invasion of her privacy. Her fans are looking at her completely different because it's like, you're a lady of God. So now she has this big thing on her shoulders. Not only did it come out to the public, but the whole thing about her Christianity. And then she quoted, and she said, quote, from on Twitter, she said, "The devil caught me with my head down." So I'm just like, whoa, this is big.
Really big.
Now, another thing I feel like that comes into play is definitely when we download certain things or apply for things such as emails and things of that nature, we have to look at the terms and conditions of a lot of stuff.
Right.
I've learned that, the terms and conditions of that. Now, I'm not faulting iCloud for it, but I want to see what is iCloud doing to prevent this issue from happening. We don't want this to happen frequently, so what they're going to say is they're probably actively investigating the issue. So I am interested in seeing exactly how they're going to handle this issue from happening frequently, because it's been happening very frequently. So yeah, I definitely say look at the terms and conditions of a lot of stuff that we download. So that's a great thing to look at too.
And like we all said, like we use iCloud. I use iCloud. I do not want all of my business spread all across the world, because who they got? They get Megan Good, Gabrielle Union, and she's a newlywed, so
Kate
I know
Upton,
that was
they got Kate.
Kim Kardashian.
Oh my gosh.
Not that she's the most respectable, but Kim Kardashian.
Already has stuff out there.
Yeah, right.
It's still her
privacy. And that's the thing too, but people don't respect the privacy of celebrities because they feel like you put your whole life out there, so you owe them that. But no, that came from their phones or whatever else, and they were sending, Megan Good was sending them to her husband. I think Gabrielle Union was doing the same. That's their business, and we can't judge them for that because there are a lot of others who send photos to their significant others. It just happened to get leaked to the public, and we all seen it. So that's what's about.
And like a question that I would pose, like basically to all of you guys, like what would you do? Like how would you prevent? Like what would you do to prevent that from happening to you? That's just a question that I would pose.
Use Snapchat.
You just need to be
careful.
careful.
I think it just boils down to not doing it, because at this point it's a little scary how much hackers can hack into your accounts and get your personal information. It's almost like you just can't do it. One of those things where you just gotta wait till you get back home, sweetie. Like
it's a sketchy thing to do, but that's what Snapchat is for. Like that's why they came up with that whole thing. You send the pictures, the person can see it for 2 seconds and it's gone. They don't even have enough time to like screenshot it.
But where is it going after that?
Is it going to the cloud? You know, the cloud goes up.
I mean, I guess you never know, but
cyberspace, internet, we all use it.
It's going somewhere.
And Emma Watson, she said that she was going to be targeted next. She received an email from a hacker, and that's what it said. So that's a little scary too.
This is also
like a ransom thing.
This is to the point where the whole YouTube album popped up on everyone's iPhone. You know, that YouTube put their album on everyone's iPhone, and you can like just instantly download
from
it.
the cloud.
So yes, from the cloud. So I'm like, where is this cloud? Where does it go? When does it end? Who has access to the cloud other than me? Someone else has access to this stuff. Like, I don't even know about using this.
I think that they need to release a statement saying something, because people are really upset about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing? Like you said, to prevent this. And I know Apple, they just released a new iPhone, so it's like, is there going to be some type of upgrade we can get to prevent this, or what? What are y'all doing to
And I also think it's like a little bit disappointing that they're not treating them as their victims of this. They feel like because they're celebrities, everything is just up for grabs. They can post anything about them, say anything, because they're public figures. And it's just like,
that's not the case.
That's not the case.
No,
they're victims of this. They should not have been exposed, and it's just sad.
It's very sad,
Yeah, I think that's how I feel. I basically feel like, okay, hackers, I mean, they have a job to do and they do it. But yet I feel like iCloud and Apple, needs to be held responsible on some level, because I feel like it's their job to prevent a lot of stuff from happening.
Needs to be more secure.
And for it to happen more frequently than none, it's kind of like, let's do your job.
And are we looking for the hackers? Like, who are these hackers? And what is going to happen to them? Like, are they going to be held responsible for doing this? I mean, they are really messing up people's images and their lives. It's embarrassing to have that happen. So they need to find whoever these hackers are, and they need to suffer some type of consequence. So to make an example out of them, so other people don't start doing the same thing, because it's not okay.
I don't like that at all. It's not fun. But also, I just think that coming from a question for you all, if it were male photos, would this be treated anywhere differently? Like, would this be treated
I think it would be
different?
praised.
Women
think
were
it would be
asking
praised.
for it. Women
think
were
it would be
asking
Yeah,
for
women,
it.
I know I heard people mention Idris Elba online. I've seen a lot of that.
August
where
Alsina,
his
Chris
photo-
Brown, like
my
everybody
God.
were asking for
I think it
them.
would be praised. It wouldn't be
Uh-huh.
a controversial issue. I think that it would be more like praised or something that's entertaining
It would
to
be
some people.
okay, right? They wouldn't have been.
would be a
They wouldn't have
different
been shamed for it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like the women were.
I definitely
I
want to
agree.
see what the husbands have to say about this. Like, I want to know what Gabrielle's husband have to say, Mr. Wade. I want to know what Megan Good's husband has to say, because like I said, he is a pastor. And that's a very touchy topic. You know, anything can happen to him up after church. Like, I seen you, what your wife sends you. That's not
You can
God.
lose
Like, you know,
members
you can
and-
you lose members, you know, because they were actually on FaceTime. Like, literally
Yeah.
on
FaceTime.
FaceTime. And I'm just like, what is going on? So I think this is such a very touchy topic, and this goes back to just putting things on, like, you know, even putting things on Instagram. What are you putting up there? What are you putting on Twitter? What are you putting up on these social websites? And how do we, like, it can't be deleted. That's all I know. Just
Yeah.
anything,
Once
it
it's
just
out
cannot
there.
be
Yeah, you
deleted.
really need to be safe.
Very safe.
Very safe. I just think a lot of the cell phone companies, people need to start inventing more security, like
Way more,
Yes.
like
way more
privacy
security.
settings.
Yes,
Yeah. Mhm.
like
Yeah.
you know, we're told that our stuff is our stuff, but it's really not,
It's
because
not. No,
people
it
are
could be anyone's.
anyone can hack it, and it's like they need to put more firewalls up to prevent this from happening, to protect regular people. Like, we're just human beings. They were doing things that humans do, and now they're embarrassed for it, and it's not fair.
And I feel bad for all these people because they all have like an image that they want to protect
Yeah.
and stuff, and this might be hurting their image. Like, I know Jennifer Lawrence, like, we haven't like heard anything bad about her, but all right. Well, that's our show for tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.